Falcon fans, and of course, Falcon fans. You already know what it is. You already know what it do. It's going down in a major way, man. Episode 143 here of One Time for the Fan. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Who else? Chase. All over the fucking place. All platforms are going crazy. One Time for the Fan is in the building. Chase is here with us. Special guest, Carrie, will be here tonight talking Falcons football with us. Everybody knows Carrie. Everybody loves Carrie. Social media, Falcons, big time Falcons fan, big time Manchester City fan. Chase, you know much about Manchester City? You don't know shit about Manchester City, do you?
I ain't really messing with the soccer.
You might want to. You might want to. Because it's been a little bit disappointing too here with the Atlanta Falcons the past couple games. But we're talking Falcons football here on One Time for the Fan. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. We wanted to make sure we do something fun for you all for the bye week. We haven't had a special guest on here in a while, Chase. So it was good that Miss Carrie can take some time out of her day to come chat it up with us here in the Atlanta Falcon fans. Trying to get my voice back, but I'll get to why my voice is sounding like this right now. Chase, how have you been, sir?
Been doing good, man. Can't complain. Woke up this morning, so we blessed, man. Just living life.
Woke up this morning, said we blessed. Definitely living life, man. How's everything going with the baby, man? Baby's doing good.
Getting big, man. Growing like a weed. Too fast. If you got kids, man, if anybody watching the show's got kids, they definitely let you know how fast time moves, for sure.
Definitely. Is the baby ready to go play quarterback right now? Because it's looking like we might need
a couple more months to be out there.
Sheesh. It's going down in a major way. I think Kiki should be here tonight with us too as well. She's trying to get, I believe, back to the house to get set up and everything. So big shout out to Kiki. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Oh, she's already here. So big shout out to Key. Let's go ahead and get her in because you already know we want to keep her weighing. Kiki.
Hey, y'all.
Do you love me? Are you riding? Never want to leave beside me. Falcon fan, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Kiki's in the building. Chase 1000's here. Dirty Fanatics United. Man, how's everything going with Dirty Fanatics, Chase?
Man, we're growing slowly, but we're definitely reaching our goal, man. I appreciate everybody that's hit the subscribe button, man, showing us some love over there. Just one quick pitch I want to throw out there. Over at Dirty Fanatics United, we're doing a free giveaway. Well, not really a free giveaway. If you purchase merch, you're entered in a raffle for a game ticket or a jersey of your choice. So definitely check us out.
Sheesh. Doing big things over there at Dirty Fanatics United. Big shout out to Chase and your brother. I know y'all got a lot going on over there too as well. Special guest is also here. You know, there's a bunch of pink Lamborghinis outside.
Sheesh.
So
pulling up in style.
They are here. Carrie is definitely getting ready to pull up here and talk some Falcons football with us. But yeah, Chase, Kiki, it's a lot going on with the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot going on with the Dirty Birds. And of course, people here in the chat, they can't wait to talk Falcons football. And of course, with our special guest, Miss Carrie, baby. Why should we wait any longer? And just go ahead and bring her on the podcast. Carrie, back on the podcast. How's everything going, Miss Carrie?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Good. Yep.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm excited to be here with Talk Falcons football with you guys tonight.
Nice. Carrie, you know, you've been on the podcast, what, like twice already, I think? This is your third time?
Draft night.
I think it's my second. I think this is my second.
Okay. Yeah, we had the draft night special was great. I mean, we all sat through the Atlanta Falcons making their pick. Seeing the reactions on screen for everybody. I stood up and walked out.
He's freaked out.
Did not expect
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, Bodie kind of had that information too when it went on his phone. He said he knew who the pick was. So that was a great night too as well. Kiki, you were here for that too as well.
Mm-hmm.
Chase, Carrie, Kiki, I'm glad you're having a good week. But we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about. There's an elephant in the room, Chase.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to do this. This is tough. Well, before we go ahead and start getting into it, because it's gonna be a little bit crazy. Carrie, how has your week been?
Yeah, my week has been going well. I can't complain. It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. I'm excited to be here, and I'm sad that we have no Falcons football and I have no Manchester City this week. I didn't realize till a couple days ago that international break landed at the same time as our bye week, so that sucks. But so I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Chase, when you get the passion, you get that real fan in you to be a soccer fan, you'll enjoy it, man. You'll definitely enjoy it because when you pick, man. When you're a fan of one of the greatest teams in soccer, you just can't beat it. So
I heard that.
We gotta put you on, Chase.
Kiki's like, this is a different language we talking right now. Kiki, you good over there?
Yeah, I just much rather see videos of Draymond fighting. So
shit, that is tough. Falcon fans in the chat, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Hashtag one timers, hashtag the fan club. What's up, Carrie?
It's hilarious.
95 North Falcons talk shows in the chat. He said, damn, it's been a minute. Hope everyone is well. One time.
Hey,
shout out to Berto, man. Berto doing big things over there.
Yeah, Berto's definitely doing big things. 95 North Falcons talk shows in the building. A lot of content creators will probably be pulling up here to the chat too as well. You never know who's going to be showing up here tonight. Lisa Shepard. She said, hey, y'all. She's in the chat.
Lisa.
Hi, Miss Lisa. How you doing?
Stevie Carrega, Rise Up Tour Arizona ambassador. Carrie, if you saw some of the pictures and videos from Arizona over the weekend, we had a great time. We keep saying we won the weekend, but we lost the game. It's tough when you're partying and doing all this stuff, man.
Yeah,
then the Falcons
hurts,
go out there and lose. It's tough.
It's tough. But I meant to ask you, Jack, how many bottles were there?
Oh shit. Did you hear any stories? Still trying to recover from that too as well. I remember after the fourth one, I forgot. After the fourth bottle, I forgot. When Pastor Troy came out, I was like, hey, let's get another bottle. Let's get another bottle, baby. Let's go ahead. Then the following day, we went back and they gave us 2 more bottles too as well. So even after a loss, sometimes, Kiki, drinking will take that loss right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons play who today? Falcons didn't play today. DSGB Hall's in the chat. Chase Jack, what it do?
What's good, Hall? How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, Aaron?
Carrie, I'm sure you know how crazy it is to try to keep up with the chat. So before we start talking Falcons football, let's go ahead and try to catch up with these comments here. Terrell Johnson said, what's up, fellas? Rise up. Disappointing loss, but I love my Falcons.
Thanks.
One time.
Ravage ATL's in the chat. So one time. Damn, chat is deep up in here. Who's dropping the Fire Arthur Smith comments?
Shit.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Crazy. Delo's in the chat said, yes, Sirski. Brian Pruitt's in the chat said, fix the defense. Kenny Salbria's in the chat said, what up, family? One time.
What's up, Kenny?
What's up, Kenny?
Gotta fix the offense first.
Oh, I'll get your name right there, Jack. Give me just a second, bro.
You get the name?
Oh,
Carrie, we have a lot to go over, especially on offense and defense. I'm glad you are here because you are a
Let's take a
diehard.
shot for every Fire Arthur Smith comment.
Shit.
That's your boy Matthew right there.
I got my
Jack.
shot glass ready.
Mr. Bass?
Let's
Is
take
that
a
Mr.
shot
Bass?
for every Fire
Matthew
Arthur Smith
McDonald.
comment.
Matthew McDonald is in the chat?
Yeah,
Bird's in the chat?
You got the whiskey handy?
I
Kiki?
do.
What y'all sipping over there? So should I go get something too as well? I want to catch up now because if we taking this to the next level tonight, let me know. I need to go catch up.
She said take a shot every time someone in the chat says Fire Arthur Smith.
Shit.
Yeah,
Bring the
You
bottle.
got 2 already, Kiki.
One time for the fans going down in a major way. For those that can't see right now, if you're listening, Apple Podcasts, however, you might say, what are they talking about? There's a lot of fans in the chat dropping the Fire Arthur Smith too as well. So we might be seeing that go on throughout the night. But Falcon fans are disappointed. They're upset. And they're going to, they know one time for the fan is a safe place, Carrie. They can come over here, talk Falcons, not worry about being negative or bashing the team or anything. But they know how we are here on the podcast. I mean, we're not going to call nobody out. We don't call out the players. We don't call out anybody. But we have to. Oh, man, Draymond choking the shit out of him.
I'm sorry, but speaking of him, did you just get the update?
What was the
He's
update?
Suspended. NBA is sending him for 5 games.
5 games for almost passing this man out. Look at his eye. You can see his eyelids rolling back.
I
Shit.
love Draymond. Draymond is me. Like, I love Draymond.
He was over there like this, Coach. He over there like this, Chase. Calling for God and the ref. Nobody's helping him. Carl Anthony Towns got the mean mug on his face, not even hitting nobody.
Can you really see him hitting somebody though?
I mean, that's your teammate.
I mean, he might not like his teammate though.
Kiki, you never know. Kiki, that took me back to when Freeman got jacked up by Aaron Donald.
Right, and I all sat there and watched. Julio and Cejudo was looking like, should we help him or while Aaron Donald had that man up in the air.
Terrell Johnson's in the chat. Sade's in the chat.
Hey,
Out of your fucking mind. Say, yo, checking in from baseball practice. I must be John. Y'all have a great show and we'll catch the whole thing tomorrow. Shout out to Out of Your Fucking Mind too.
Shout out.
Hey, John.
Hi, John.
Falcon fans, if you're over here on Facebook, head over to YouTube, hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button. Let's run it up tonight. Bring your questions and comments. Carrie's here tonight talking Falcons football with us. On Friday, we have Myles Garrett from Fox 5 Atlanta, executive producer. And then on Sunday, we have a special guest that we will announce shortly. Demetrius Jeffries in the chat. He said, what's good, y'all?
What's good, bro?
Hey.
Foxy Knox is in the chat.
What's up, Foxy?
Rise up.
Got Retro G in the chat. Rise up. One time for the fan. What's good, y'all?
What's good, bro?
John Moreno checking in from Galveston, Texas.
Nice.
As you can see, John is definitely upset. He's a Falcon fan that travels to these games from a different state. And Carrie, you know, traveling to Falcon games from a different state, I mean, it does take a lot on you because you have to go through, your job too as well. Wherever you're traveling to, you get your arrangements for your tickets. What else? The whole thing. But if you're in Atlanta, you know, most Falcon fans, they know how to travel together. But John is checking in from Texas. So for him to travel to Atlanta for a game and then travel to another city for a game, I mean, there's some diehard fans here in the chat. Some diehards. We got one of the biggest diehards here, though. We got Kiki and Carrie. I mean, come on, you can't beat that right now. That's tough. DA Hunter's in the chat. So what's up one time?
What's good, bro?
What's up?
Michael Nellums is in the chat. Yeah, chat is deep. LaMarcus Boyd is in the chat.
Shout out to LaMarcus Boyd, man.
Big shout out to LaMarcus Boyd, Arizona ambassador, who hooked up everything out there in Arizona for us, for all the Falcon fans that went to the game Sunday, the meet and greet, the ATVs out there in Sedona, all the events that he had planned, him and Stevie Corrigan. Falcon fans had a great time. From the moment you walk into the host hotel, you see the Rise Up Tour banner. We had over 45 Falcon fans at the host hotel. And then, of course, at the party, we had well over 300. So it was a good time the Falcon fans had. Manuel McFarland's in the chat, too, as well. Sheesh. It is going up. We got another Fire Arthur Smith comment.
Oh, no. I really am about to get the whiskey. Let's go get the whiskey.
Shit.
No, I got to work tomorrow.
Tough.
Shot number two. That's why my camera off. Shot number 2.
God, yeah. There's Dallas.
That's the reason. Okay.
Did you get my rims changed
on one time
what,
for the fan? Everybody's all over these jokes now, Chase. And you got Padre talking about you got to change his oil and filter the other day on the dump truck.
Chase.
Chase, you do have the toolkit. Mission. Shit. That is tough. Carrie, we have you here, and of course, Falcon fan. Pretty much, what's your thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons? So let's go ahead and get straight to it. For everybody in the chat, we're going to definitely catch up to the chat because there's a lot more comments. But what the fuck happened on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals? I don't want to be rude, and just start cursing just straight up off, first couple minutes in the podcast. But Carrie, Kiki, Chase, please, I was there and I had a really good view. I was on the 40-yard line. Nice. I'm just trying to find out from you guys, wherever you guys were watching the game, what the fuck happened on Sunday with the Atlanta Falcons? Because
I started drinking early, so y'all, somebody go first.
Shit. Carrie, since you're here, and everybody loves talking Falcons football with you on social media because you are a diehard fan. You do keep it real, but you're not bashing nobody when it comes to what you see on the field and what you see with the players. But you're upset that the team is 4-6 too as well. I'm upset. Chase is upset. This is a team that we thought was going to be damn near playoff bound right now, going into the at least 7-2 or so, right, Chase?
9 wins by now we should have for sure.
9 wins by now, but Carrie, talk to us, Carrie. Like, what happened on Sunday?
That was honestly the best way for me to describe it is just embarrassing. That's the main word. I was embarrassed. I know it's any given Sunday, but I don't know. I I try to, obviously I'm always rooting for our Falcons, but as soon as Heineke made that comment about this is our Super Bowl, I'm like, oh man, you done effed up right there. Like, I don't know. I saw some people say they thought it was a good thing. Like that means they're like, thinking it's, like let's win, but you're all thinking let's win. But to me, you don't comment like that because that can come back to bite you. And also I don't know, maybe if you're playing a playoff caliber type team, okay, say that. But you were playing the 1 in 8 Cardinals? Like, I don't know.
1 in 35.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So maybe feel like, dang, are we that down bad that we're saying this is like a Super Bowl for us? I don't know. Call it a must win, maybe. But even then it's like, oh, well, we didn't win. So, I don't know.
It's like the worst trap game ever. Like the Titans game was a trap game. The Washington game was kind of like a trap game. But the 1 in 8 Cardinals. I don't care if you're playing on the fucking moon. They're 1 in 8.
Yeah.
1 in 8. And that's how you do us?
Well, now they got a better record than the Panthers.
Shit, that's tough. I'm glad I got my Delta Sky Miles, though, and I got my Marriott points. I'm perfectly fine about that.
And you had a good time.
And I had a good time, so I won either way. I'm going to find some way to win. But like I said, we won the weekend, we lost the game. That's how most Falcon fans who travel to some of these games are seeing it now because we're 4-6. We went to Tennessee, we partied like a motherfucker, lost the game. Went to London, partied like a motherfucker, lost the game. Like, we have to get some shit going here. And for Falcon fans that's checking in from Twitter, Facebook groups, wherever you're at, I know how y'all feel. Carrie knows how y'all feel. Kiki knows how y'all feel. Chase, you know exactly how we feel. We talk all the time about the Atlanta Falcons. This team should not be 4-6.
Nope.
No.
Should not be 4-6. And, that's why I love how life is sometimes, Chase, because you go back and look at the podcast earlier in the season, preseason. Man, the expectations we had for this team and looking at this team on paper, and we signed Jesse Bates. And man, now we sitting at 4-6. Like, bro, you have to caps on the letters, bro. You have to go beat the fucking Saints.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
You have to damn near go 6-1 at this point.
You need to sweep the Saints, honestly.
Yeah.
We need
to sweep the whole division.
Whole division.
I think
it's that point right now. You can't lose to Tampa. Sure. You can't lose. If you lose to Carolina next month, Jesus Christ.
We already know how that is, bro. It's tough.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can't lose to another midget. I mean, my bad. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, tough. We really lost it. Oh man.
President of the
posted the what's that? The Kyle Murray when he was like in the baby chair meme? That was a good one. That was a good one. I don't want to go back too much over the game though, because you know how it is when we lose here. Especially on one time for the fan. We try to find things to, remain positive about the team and the season. But now as you come around to this last stretch of the season, because you're wrapping up to the end of November soon, and then you got December, you have to win these games. These are crucial, must-win games at this point. You could probably settle for a loss or two if you would have beat the Commanders, if you would have beat the Titans, if you would have beat the Jags, if you would have beat the Lions. But you can't do that right now. You're 4-6, and there's some fans saying, honestly, you probably got like 2 more losses on your schedule.
Yeah.
Before fans start wrapping it up. You lose to the Saints and then go lose to the Jets, you're not going to win this fan base back at 4-8. Tell you right now.
No.
Tell you right now, I don't care who you think you about to get in the draft or who your coach is next year. You're not going to win this fan base back going into the rest of the season at 4-8. You have a lot of people pissed, a lot of people not showing up to the games, home or away. But there are some diehard fans who still do travel. Chase, before we wrap up the Cardinals Falcons, what did you see on Sunday? What was disappointing to you?
Well, me as a Falcon fan, I'm a big stat guy when it comes to football games. And just the stat that really stuck out to me heading into the fourth quarter when Taylor Heineke got hurt, he only had 55 yards, dude. You started the game and you made it all the way to the fourth quarter with 55 games. Ritter comes in the fourth quarter and tops over that amount of yardage that Taylor had. So that alone points fingers to me to play calling. I feel like Arthur's in a point in this season to where he's afraid to take the shots. He knows we've had trouble with the deep balls, and coaching and playing calls like that is not going to win games. You got to be fierce in the NFL. This isn't college. Derrick Henry is not in the backfield. You can't hand the ball to Derrick Henry every play. it's tough as a Falcon fan to see a guy that I had a lot of hope in as a coach heading into the season. I've always backed Arthur Smith, and maybe the play calling for Arthur Smith just isn't the job for him. Maybe he should stick to head coaching. Defense, of course, we're banged up. Grady Jarrett going for the season. That's a tremendous L. Anamata is a surprise out that game, so that's another hole you have to fill, as well as D. Alford being out. So as far as defense, we had our troubles. Not going to go too hard on the defense, being we're so beat up, but I seen a stat about the O-line was still pretty good stat. We were like the only O-line with under 8 pressures of each O-lineman. But it just seems like to me we can't really get nothing started. You got a bunch of, the misdirection play calls with the run where you're leading them back to the right and you hand it off to the left. I've seen that probably 15 times this season. You got to, at some point, open the playbook up and just go a little deeper. I don't know, man. That's really all I can say about it. Just a disappointed fan. This is 3 games now that we should have won back to back to back. That's, always heading into a bye week. You want to finish off strong. And that's something we didn't do this year. Hopefully the bye week can get us back right and get it going, man. You got to start winning.
I'm sorry, but I just gotta say,
drinking.
Yeah.
What's up, Carrie?
I just wanted to say I feel like they're all putting fire out this just so we take a shot.
Oh, I'm on number 4.
So you gotta keep that camera on. We have
No,
to
you're
see the
not.
bottle.
Oh my God.
I am so serious.
And can you at least bring him out the basement and give him some fresh air before the
I
day?
better go get mine.
Hold on. What, Jack? What did you say, Jack? Because I missed that, sir. What did you say?
You'll catch it on the replay.
Really? I know what you said. I got you.
One time for the fan. Kiki's so cool, man. It's always good to have Kiki here on the podcast. Nobody tonight. Chase 1000's here. Dirty Fanatics United. Carrie's our special guest talking Falcons football with us. Key, going to you about what Chase said, and of course what Carrie said about this team. Everybody's disappointed about the loss, but you had a lot to say on Sunday, and of course with this podcast now, we're live, Key. So the floor is yours. What did you see on Sunday versus the Cardinals?
I saw a lot of plays that were just really left out on the field, to be honest. Like, we shouldn't have lost that game. And when it came down to like the last, the last 2 minutes, I was like, please do not let this little dude run. And what did they do?
You would think we would have learned from the whole Josh Dobbs. It seems like nothing.
Right. It's like the
coaching,
same thing. That it's the same thing that literally happened from last,
right.
The past 2 weeks. The offense,
Kyler Murray
put us in position. You're right.
Yeah, he's mobile, just like Josh Dobbs. I feel like, did we not plan for that? You knew he was coming back,
right?
I don't know.
But y'all noticed another thing that happened.
Does Atlanta not know about a QB spy? Is my question.
My thing is and when the defense does do something like Nate Landman with the pick, we didn't we didn't score really from that. We should have got 7 instead of 3, and that happened with Minnesota too. The fumble.
Gosh, I was just gonna say that.
And the pick is like the same thing, and it's just like, what the hell?
The 1 yard line, and we had to settle for a field goal by Koo. Like, oh man.
A lot of Falcon fans in the chat calling for firing Arthur Smith. I'm guessing they signed the petition, the change.org that went out this week.
I did not sign.
I'm not signing that.
Look, this is not a neighborhood watch, guys. This is an NFL coach here, right?
And can I say something about that too? Quick thing. I'm not a hypocrite, and I teased the Saints when y'all remember when that famous no call and they started a petition to have the game replayed or whatever, and petition. I laughed at them for crying to Congress about that. So what am I about to sign a petition for a man to lose his job for? No, I'm good on that.
For me, I'm guessing Falcon fans, Carrie, Chase, Kiki, the organization probably sees what we see. I mean, social media is right there. Everybody's used. You can easily log on Twitter, #Falcons, and see everybody complaining about what's going on with the Atlanta Falcons. It is what it is, because there are some fans that are definitely invested. I had a fan the other day say, "I'm quitting my job. I'm never going back to my job again." I said, "The Falcons make you quit your job?"
What go outside? They need to go outside
with a bunch of ain'ts.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, for me,
Falcons.
I got back on that plane from Arizona, right back to Atlanta. knowing that we have to go beat the Saints next week.
Right.
Knowing that after that we have to go beat the Jets. Same like it was a couple weeks ago when I said we have to go beat Tennessee, we have to go beat Minnesota.
Yep.
Every game for every Falcon fan in this chat is going to say we have to win. Every one of you. You're going to go next week to the Benz or to your, Falcon party, work. Some of you guys think Bodie so has to finish repairing the roof. But for most of y'all that's going to be at the game, you're walking into that game Sunday saying, we got to beat these Saints. And you're going to feel good if we beat the Saints. Because guess what? You're going to go to the next week saying, okay, now we got to beat the Jets. So for Falcon fans that's still riding the wave right now of being a Falcon fan, because some of y'all fell off some of y'all gone.
Yeah.
Some of y'all are gone. I see the post. Chase, you see him too. Key, I know you see him.
Yeah, they done jump off the Talmadge Bridge.
I said, send me your merch. Send me your
right.
jersey,
Like
send me all your. I'll take it.
The only thing I don't want is used underwear. Like, but anything else you send over here, please do. Please send it over here.
Lisa Shepard's in the chat. Drake London could barely talk to the reporters after the game. He was like, something has to be switched up. So I'm a diehard Falcon fan. I'm going to keep it real, right? I don't speak about a lot of things that I see too as well, but at the game, you can see after Drake London made, I believe it was like the first down catch when Ritter came in, the first catch he made, like he turns to the sideline and he's fucking hyped up about getting the ball and about, trying to advance move the chains up the field. Like the offense was just looking so slow out there on Sunday. It was like, bro, how are we doing this to one of the worst passing defenses in the league? One of the worst teams in the fucking league at that. And another thing too, because I was there at the game. I don't know what's up with this Cardinals Falcon thing going on in the NFL. We say rise up, they say rise up the Red Sea.
Yep.
Ghetto.
So it's like rise up, you hear Red Sea, like no, us. And then then the announcer says, "Bird gang, get on your feet." What? What do you mean? What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
it's us. We're the Bird gang. So then eventually they can start yelling out, "Let's go team with the black helmets." I just had to yell that out. Just shout out to the team with the black helmets. That's how bad it was out there. Everything that we say, they just copy. And then they had Dirty Birds too. They had a big sign up there that said Dirty Birds. I was like,
they need to take that down because we had that way before. Way before.
Had the damn on the show on the Jumbotron too and everything. Dirty Birds. I said Dirty Birds. Falcon fans around me couldn't believe it. They said they're taking everything that we got.
I mean, you see them copying us with the roof video too, like the little rooftop videos. They do that too now.
Yes.
Kiki, I'm glad you pulled that out. Retro Tree, positive note. Falcon fans showed up and showed out in AZ. Lots of Dirty Birds in the stands. Yeah, man. Big shout out to everybody who travels to all these away games. Kiki, Carrie, Chase. You know what we do with the Rise Up tour. When we go on the road, we're trying to really bring this experience to Falcon fans. And I don't know if you guys seen the pictures or the videos, but we had a lot of Falcon fans in Arizona. Same like Tennessee, same like any other place that we go. We're really showing up in some crazy numbers. Chase, you see what we do in New Orleans with the parties too as well. Last year, the year before that too as well. Now we're going back probably to a bigger building in New Orleans. But for Falcon fans that's never been on the road, I mean, we're turning up on the road. You know what I'm saying? We lit. Same like the home games. We have to be lit this next Sunday against the Saints. Yeah, like we have to show up in some numbers out there. We just can't say the season is over, Falcon fans. We really need the fan base in attendance next week. Carrie, right? I mean,
I'll be there with Kiki.
What? Wait a minute.
I said, God willing, I'm gonna be there.
in the bands next week Sunday.
Yes.
Kiki, you got the bands?
I'll be there.
Yes, sir. I'll be at the bands.
Kiki at the bands. Carrie at the bands. Chase, wait,
count me in, boss.
Chase at the bands next week.
That's the end.
Shit.
We need all the fans. We can get all the Falcons fans. It's the Aints week, rivalry.
And we have We have our posters of crab legs. We're gonna hold up to distract Jameis.
I don't know. That might distract me.
I don't know if Broke Car is playing. So
Kiki, you did speak about that too as well. Carr being injured, Lattimore being injured,
and
Michael Thomas
and Squidward.
Well.
Yep.
Squidward, shit, that's tough.
He ain't locked up.
Gosh, just throwing the hate week. Wait, I know hate week is all.
I thought he would have been in jail by now, but I guess not.
That's tough. Did he hit the guy with the brick or just the car?
He busted 2 of the guys'
Bashed his car
windows,
in.
and then
That's
I think
wild.
he hit the guy was trying to record him doing it, and he took the guy's phone and threw it too.
It's going crazy out there.
Yeah, I mean, all the players are showing out because they got to play with that.
I told y'all there's something inside that crawfish, as they say. Carrie, just want to go to some questions here, Carrie, because we love talking Falcons football with you.
Okay.
Carrie, if we can have you on the podcast every week, we'd love to have you on the podcast every week.
I'll be here as much as I can. I always love being with you guys.
And it's always great because, this show might go on a little bit past an hour here because you know how Falcon fans love to chat. But we're going to try to definitely make sure everything can be done in an hour here. But
I was going to say, unless the people in the chat keep writing Fire Arthur Smith, we're going to have to end early because he won't be sleepy.
Yeah.
That's tough. Key's probably wasted over there. Carrie.
Yes.
Just tell us, as a Falcon fan, because now we're sitting at the bye week. We do have some games left that are some must-win games. We have the Saints, we have the Bucks, we have the Colts, New York, Chicago. Just give us a little bit about what you think about the first half of the Atlanta Falcons from preseason straight up until right now. Just your thoughts on the season so far.
For me, it started out so good, all the hype from training camp. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to training camp. I wanted to, but I saw all you guys showing out there, the pictures and everything. A lot of fans were there, and everybody was so excited for the season. I went to the preseason game in Miami. A lot of Falcons fans there. It's where I got to meet Lisa. That was awesome. We won that game. And then, I don't know, obviously, I went to the home opener with Kira, and we won that game. Then we beat Green Bay 2-0. I feel like the season started out so good. Like this is it. I was confident that this is the year. It's different. We're not gonna have a losing season, and we are turning things around, and we're definitely making the playoffs. Which there's still hope, right? There's still hope, but right now I'm just feeling kind of 3 in a row, 3 winnable games in a row that we lost. It's tough. And I thought at worst we lose 1 out of the 3, maybe the Titans. But to me, that we should have won all 3, honestly. But I just feel that it's just, I don't know. Right now, I feel our team has no identity. I don't even think they really know, sadly. I'm hoping, I do believe that I came at the perfect time, right after 3 losses. So hopefully they can get it together before hate week, so they have 2 weeks to figure it out. Because something's got to change to get back on track to start winning again, because I don't know, the losses have been rough.
Definitely
obviously.
Disappointing sitting at 4-6. Because there are some people that's, like I said earlier, they're super invested into the team, invested to the organization, everything about the Atlanta Falcons, 24/7, every minute. Whatever the Falcons do, they're on top of it, from reporting it, talking to friends in the Falcon group or chat, wherever they are.
Right.
So for us as diehard Atlanta Falcon fans, we did come into this season thinking, with all the moves that we made in the offseason, that this was going to be the year for the turnaround. I mean, we did have the 2-0 start to the season, which is actually pretty good. Desmond Ridder playing decent enough for fans to say, okay, this could be our starting quarterback going forward. And then things just started to just take a turn, which I know Falcon fans right now sitting at this bye week, they want to see change coming out of the bye week. It's the same thing I told Jerry Gray when they was walking past the other day. I said, Jerry, go into this bye week, please. Get this team together as best as you can. Coaching staff, come out and just give the NFL hell, which you can do right now. You can go into that game against the Saints next week and beat them. You can go into the Jets game and beat them, and then the Colts and the Bucks and so on. But yeah, Carrie, did you expect 4-6? Even at this point right now, how?
If anything, I expected maybe 7-3 right now. 7-3 at worst. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being hopeful, but we just lost 3 very winnable games, so I feel like that's easily 7-3. Maybe we lose to the Jaguars, Commanders, and who else did we play? That we lost to Titans.
Washington, Titans,
Commanders.
Vikings. And that was around the time
Vikings,
when the NFL had announced about it. We had one of the easiest schedules going forward, and we're still losing these games.
I don't believe in that anymore.
Sheesh.
I did believe in that because, there is, analytics that, and things that they, factor in, like, to figure that out. But now I don't believe it because we just lost to the 1-9
Right.
Cardinals.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't believe it. I don't know.
Having a losing record. Go ahead, Kiki. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carrie.
I was just going to say, no, it's just, for me, it's disappointing because I feel like we're sitting at 4-6 for the third year in a row. And it'd be one thing if we didn't just spend all that money in the, in the off season on all the free agent signings and however much we spent, like over $100 million, right, on defense.
Yep.
And I mean, defense has been playing really well. They've won us games, but I just feel that it's definitely so far a letdown. We still could turn things around, but we're gonna have to win out. And 4-6 to me, like, again, is just rough. And I don't know. I feel that right now I'm not fire Arthur Smith at all, but at the same time, I'm like Chase. Like, I backed him the last 2 years, right? Because I do, for the most part, I like him, and I also felt that he came into a team that, didn't have the best roster, cap hell, bad contracts, all of that. So it's like, okay, he got 7 wins with nothing, with scrubs, right? But then it's like, are we gonna, after all this money we spend and signings, like, how are you gonna finish with the losing record again? There's just no way. To me, that's just not acceptable. Like, I don't know, what's the excuse now?
And going forward, like, do you still see the team? I mean, I know you, as a diehard fan, you're going to say yes, but even with the ups and downs of this team at 4-6, do you still think they have a shot at making it into the playoffs?
They do, but we have to sweep the Saints, right? I mean, Saints just lost, so really we should have won this game on Sunday, because I believe if we would have won, they lost, we would have been in first, or no? I don't know.
Tough, Falcon fans. I know how y'all feel. Carrie knows how y'all feel. Kiki, she's a bit tipsy, but she knows how y'all feel. Chase definitely knows how y'all feel.
I like fans that don't waver, yeah.
But Carrie, even with a losing record, there's still a couple players on the team that had their moments to shine, right?
Yeah.
And I have to ask you, as a diehard fan, like, who is your MVP so far to you on the team, offense or defensive side of the ball?
Okay, offense or defense? Actually, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go special teams. I'm gonna go Koo.
My boy Koo.
Young boy Koo. I gotta go Koo just because. I mean, how many game-winning field goals has he kicked? 2 this season, I think, already. Like, so I mean, he's clutch. I've always loved Koo. I mean, even the last few years when we've had losing seasons, he's still, been so clutch. And
bailed us out.
I love Koo. Yeah, bailed us out, won us the game. So I do love Koo, and I do remember in the very beginning of the season, people were like saying we need a new kicker on social media. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, no one's perfect, right? Like, he might miss a field goal here and there, but gosh, like, he's won us so many games. So for me, so far, I would pick Koo just because he's been great this season. And I don't know, I feel like he's so consistent that for me, it has to be Koo. I think there are a few players that, like, I feel like definitely, deserve a mention. Like, for example, I would like to mention David Onyemata. He's been awesome. He's been really good with Grady
too as well.
Shade out Nate Landman.
Nate Landman?
Nate Landman,
yes,
for sure.
Dude
is
been
everywhere.
So surprising. I
Baller.
know.
What?
I've done said Troy who? Like Troy who?
He's really got a position to battle for.
Yeah.
That was a big
like
surprise.
Dude is everywhere.
Honestly.
That's like my 6th baby daddy, like, already. Like,
throwing draws everywhere.
Don't tell me we got something in the chat. One time for the fan, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Big shout out to Eric for subscribing to the channel. The Dixon Way is here in the chat, and they're raiding over here. So the Dixon Way sent over a lot of his subscribers, or a lot of the Falcon fans over there that follow the Dixon Way. Big shout out to everybody jumping in. Carrie, the special guest, is here. Kiki, one time for the fan. Chase, one time for the fan. No Bodie 3000. It's about to rain. I need to go up there and get him. I think he's still on top of the damn. Got a couple more of those sheets to lay down up there, Chase. Got to finish that roof, man. But one time for the fan, of course, we're a platform that talks about the Atlanta Falcons in a positive way. We just want to see the team win. Even though it's disappointing that the team is 4-6 right now, we still find ways to, always keep that faith and keep that hope alive. Because at the end of the day, the Falcons can turn some things around. We do think that they can turn some things around, but we're not the coaches. We're not the organization, man. We're the fans. So
Right.
It's tough sometimes when we talk about the Falcons in the past couple of weeks coming in here every week talking about a loss and then a loss and then a loss. And we want that winning feeling back. And we know it can happen in a week or so when we go play the Aints at the Bend. So big shout out to everybody from the Dixon Way who's stopping over. Kiki, just to throw you that question too as well. Like, who was your MVP for the team?
Definitely number 90. That's David Omayata. Definitely number 53. I still do like Caden Ellis too. It's too many to mention. Offensively, that's kind of
like who could
hard.
Tough.
Yeah, that's number 5.
Shit.
Number 5.
Don't even pour the shot. You just drink it out the bottle.
Because it's like, it's been so inconsistent, and that's on that's with everybody.
Yeah.
What about Jonnu Smith? Maybe isn't he having his best season?
I've enjoyed watching him. He's having a good season.
Walter Christopher May Jr. is in the chat. Smith's job is in jeopardy. He better fix it quick. We have a lot to go over here on one time for the fan.
I like Smith too, but I feel like maybe if he give up his play calling duties, it'll get better.
Well,
like I like him as a head coach.
Well, here's the thing. I believe next year is the contract is up, right, Chase? There's a 4-year.
Next year, yeah. Next year's his last.
So if you give up your duties right now, like how soon are you trying to win fans over? You're 4-6. This is not the second season or the first season when the problem started. You're in your third season right now.
Right.
So fans are like, okay, you give up the OC. Let's just say we go out there and we still don't make the playoffs. What does next year do? What does next year present for us with Arthur Smith? Fans want to know.
I mean, but is the other dude here for decoration? Because what does he do?
Shit.
Send him packing.
Ragone?
Mm-hmm.
My boy Chase says send him packing.
I mean.
Oh, man.
One time for the fan, hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Falcon fans are here in the chat. And you know how it is when we have special guests. It's hard to read all the comments and the questions and everything in the chat. It's so difficult sometimes. So just please bear with us. On our normal shows, it's super easy. But we have a celebrity here. We have Carrie here in the chat, here on the podcast. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that, Falcon fans. Carrie, one more question for you. My side. I know Chase has a question for you too as well. Your thoughts going forward on the second half of the season. What you think about these Falcons going forward?
Well, really quick before I answer that, I forgot to shout out one more player. I was going to shout out D. Alford. I feel like none of us said D. Alford. We got
Glow
man.
Glow man.
Shout out D. Hey, D may be watching right now, man. Shout out D.
Yeah. He has been awesome. He was definitely missed this past Sunday, honestly.
He was. Him and number 90, they were missed.
The offer was missed. David was missed. Grady was missed. That was definitely a presence that you need on a couple of those series, especially that last series with the Cardinals.
Yeah, and shout out to Clark Phillips, man. First start as a rookie. He held his own a couple of plays. He did get burned a little bit, but shout out to Clark Phillips, man.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie?
Second half of the season. I feel like we got to start winning again. I'm really hoping that starts next Sunday against the Aints at home.
Yeah.
I am nervous about their defense. That's probably the only thing they got going is they have a pretty good defense. Offense, I'm not worried about, but I don't know. Might be a low-scoring game just because I feel like we both have good better defenses, but all I know is I want to win, so whatever it takes to win, even if it's by a few points, as long as we win, that's all that matters.
Right. Ugly wins. I'll take an ugly win any day over a pretty loss. So
definitely, yeah.
And let's stop. What's dude name? Taysom, whatever his name is.
Taysom Hill.
He's definitely going to be in the game for a couple plays against the Falcons.
One trick pony, like we're not doing this with him this year.
I just know that the Falcons. The defense is different this year, so going up against Taysom Hill in the past, like I hate when he gets in the fucking games, like.
But it's like you know what he's about to do.
Yeah. I think this Falcons defense this year is prepped to stop it though. Oh, the
Thank
Hawks
God
came
for
back.
we got Ryan Nielsen that's familiar with him too. So I mean, I don't want to see him do the same shit that he always does.
Yeah.
Run
Going
over
beyond
somebody.
the Saints, Carrie, the Jets, the Colts, the Bucks. Just
Yeah.
your outlook of the team going forward.
Okay. The Jets, I'm also kind of worried about because it's away. But you're gonna be at that game, right? So you'll be there cheering our Falcons.
In the cold. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you going to see
In
Zach
the
Morris?
cold. Oh no.
Nice.
Shit, almost fucking spit on my drink. Zach Morris.
You know,
Nice.
it's not fair that you have your camera off and we have to have ours on because you keep saying
she's
nice.
My eyes are low.
I feel like I keep covering my face laughing.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that, Key. The Key knows why. Sade already talked about it in the chat. Key laid up.
No, I'm not.
Key back at the house.
She got the phone.
Key back at the house. Key.
No, I'm not. There's
Laying
no
on
man.
his
There's
chest
no
and
man
shit.
in here.
Shit.
There's no man in here.
Yeah, you came up to get air.
Now, unless we count blow up dolls, but there's no man in here.
Shit.
Blow
That
up
is
Jesse
tough.
Bates.
Yeah, thank you, Carrie. Thank you. Exactly. That's exactly what.
Eric Wallace. Shout out Eric Wallace. So not even being a Falcons fan, he's a Seahawks fan, but he's here in the chat listening to Falcons
Well,
fans talk about the Atlanta
sometimes
Falcons.
birds got to stick together, except for the Cardinals. So
That's
Hey,
right.
and the Eagles.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, bump the Eagles.
That's tough. King question here. We need to make a petition so Rockstar don't take 15 years for GTA 7. Shit.
Come on. Speaking fact.
Well, if we want to just switch over to the gamer side, Carrie, you a gamer?
I'm not a gamer.
At least GTA, like would you at
I'll
least pick
play,
up?
but yeah, I'll pick up, but I'm not good. I've even tried FIFA and I suck. Like
Shit. Oh gosh, I'll teach you how to play FIFA now. I'm pretty good at that game. Pretty.
I started a
City or
petition too, y'all. I
What
started
you
a petition. My petition is we need for Lay's to put more chips in the bag. I'm tired of all the air.
I saw that tweet. It made me laugh, and I was like, "Oh, she did it." It made me laugh. Thank you for that.
I'm not dissing anybody on social media or anything, but ain't nobody finna go to the Benz and protest nothing, right? I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Just the Panther
not finna show up with signs.
Oh
Did the Panther March happen?
I heard
Sunday?
that it was canceled.
Shit.
Canceled.
They can't do nothing right over there.
There's gonna be like 5 of them anywhere, probably protesting while the half of their stadium is Cowboy fans Sunday.
Sheesh. Falcon fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 600 subscribers. We have our diehard special guest, Carrie, here tonight in the chat talking Falcons football with us. Ernest Williams is here in the chat. He just jumped in. He said, "Can I say my piece?" Ernest, don't be dropping. Boo, you better come in here and drop some knowledge on these Falcon fans. Diehard Atlanta Falcon fans here in the chat. Once again, hit that like button, share button, and subscribe button. Chase, I know you've been talking about you can't wait till Carrie gets on the podcast. A lot of these other special guests that we have coming up too as well on the show. It's going to be a great time to finish off the season here on One Time for the Fan. But what you got for Carrie, Chase?
Just a couple of easy questions, man. Something to keep the podcast rolling.
Okay.
Number one, as a Falcon fan, do you still have hope that Arthur Smith can do the duty of head coaching and play calling? It's a nail biter there. That's a long pause.
I don't know. I know. I'm like, I have the Drake London pause after the game.
Shit, we haven't talked about Arthur Smith this much in a long time. Where's the Arthur Smith counter on the bottom of the screen?
Nicolas Cage.
I don't.
That's his name.
You know. Oh my God! You need to stop. You
Kiki's over there. No camera on. Just watch this.
Those big up.
Jack, stop it.
Okay. No. So, in all seriousness, like I said previously, I was gonna say I did like him. I do like him. I do like him. I'm just mad at him right now. You know, kind of like how sometimes family members, you're like, you love them, but you're mad at them. So it's like, oh, I don't like you right now. That's how I feel about Arthur Smith. I don't like him right now, really, but I'm not gonna really say fire him because I really don't want to go through the whole like new coach. That's a whole process, you know, just like finding a new quarterback, finding a new coach, the whole thing. It's a whole process. So, because you don't know the next guy if he's going to be good. So, me, I'm kind of over his play calling. I feel like it definitely needs help. So I would what will it hurt to get maybe a quarterback coach, a new offensive coordinator? I don't know what Dave Ragone does, so maybe picks up the lunch. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna trash
Pass
him, but I
out the
don't know what he
car.
does.
Yeah.
I
I
think
really
most
don't know what
fans
he
look
does.
at it like you have an OC or a head coach. Somebody's gonna be gone in a year. I mean, Chase, you can't see Dave Ragone here next season, I don't think.
Not at all.
For most fans here in the chat, they can't see Arthur Smith here. Some people are like, get rid of both of them. So
I like this play calling when he was fast.
it's tough. And Carrie is right. You bring in a new change here, like you don't know what the direction they're gonna go in. You don't know how good their coaching staff is. I mean, Arthur Smith did a lot this offseason with Jerry Gray and bringing in Dave Huxtable, the senior defensive analyst, and Ryan Nielsen, and spent a lot of money rebuilding this team. I'm starting to talk like Coach Smith right now, thinking about it. It's like it's kind of crazy. But Carrie, you're right. You're definitely right, Carrie.
I just feel if we did really fire him, I don't know who. If we did fire him, I would want to bring in a head coach that's proven, not somebody, like how when we brought him in, he had experience, but he worked his way up, with the Titans that he was never a head coach for. I would want somebody who's been a head coach for, who's won something before. Like, we don't have time. Like, I'm ready to win. Like, give me someone proven, I don't know.
Falcon fans, you can hear it right there. And I think you can agree with Carrie, especially when she was getting ready to finish her comment and she gets cut off and says she wants to win. That's how we all feel right now. We shouldn't be sitting at 4-6. We shouldn't. And for the fans that was calling for Taylor and saying Taylor would be the key, he's who we need right here back at quarterback. I'm thinking right now they're going to finish the season with Ritter.
Me too.
Might as well. You might as well.
Might as well at this point because, I mean, shit. If we do a Ritter,
you gotta know what you got going forward.
You have to.
We know Taylor's not it.
Yeah, I saw the way he protected that ball when he ran that touchdown, and he knew better. He held that shit tight. And who was the first one that ran up to him when he ran that in too?
That man.
Chase.
One more question. What move, if you were GM, would you have made before the trade deadline, and why?
Okay, like the one that just happened, right?
Yeah.
I would have got Sweat, but obviously he tried to do that. Terry tried to do that, we definitely need help with the pass rush. Personally, I feel like our interior D-line is so good, and I'm happy with our secondary, even though Richie Grant has not been that great.
Say it again, Carrie.
But I know. I don't want to trash anybody, but
I leave my homie Richie Grant alone, man. My boy, man.
I know. Well, he
he's cute
college,
with his
like
braces.
10 minutes from my house, so I want him to work out, but I want everybody to work out. Okay,
He's
like I don't want to have to get rid of anybody, and
he's adorable little
anyways,
kid. He's sweet.
Falcon fans, it's cool to have Kiki on the show. Like I'm sitting here thinking about football and how Richie Grant can get better on the field, and Kiki's like, oh, he's cute with his braces.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta forgive me. I've been on one all week. I don't know.
Hey, but Kiki, we love having you here. That's why one time for the fan is for the fans from the fans. Carrie knows about it. Chase, about it. We're diehard fans. We're not the organization. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't sit in the room with Terry. We don't talk to him in no group chat. But if we had the opportunity to tell the coaching staff these things on a one-on-one type of thing, that's why we had this podcast. You don't know if they're listening. You don't know if they're watching. But Falcon fans are upset.
Yeah.
No,
we want to win.
I definitely think pass rush for sure, which I know we tried to, go after Sweat, and that's where we definitely need help on defense. But I mean, what else could you really do? I feel like the only question mark we really have offense, we really surprisingly, even though we average like 17 points a game, it's not there. We have our, tight end 1, our wide receiver 1. We have our running back 1, 2, and 3, our joker, so really the question mark is quarterback. But at this point, I say, like, how you just mentioned, you already know Heineke's not it. Ritter is basically a rookie. He's played 12 games now. So might as well ride it out with Ritter the rest of the season and hope, that he just cleans up those turnovers. Because if he cleans up those turnovers, we know he can throw the ball. And it also seemed like Arthur Smith didn't trust Heineken to throw the ball this past Sunday. Because did you guys notice he didn't throw?
He didn't
anything over 10 yards, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's what.
till
Yeah,
late in the game.
the commentator said that, and I was just like, wait, what? I thought I was hearing shit. Oh.
So you don't
55
seem to
yards.
trust him. Yeah, that's awful.
Which for receivers
So-
like Drake London and Kyle Pitts and everybody, I can see why, mentally, because if let's just say I'm out there on the field or you're out there on the field, Chase, you would be
God.
frustrated too. I mean, no, not doing the quarterback on the run type of thing, Key. I'm getting into that whole, I'm really getting to the player mode right now. So just be a player out there on the field where you need this win against a 1-8 team. You're going in, you practice well all week, you had the plays down, you get in there, and what'd you say, Chase? 55 yards going into the third quarter?
Fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter?
That was
55
Taylor Heineke's
yards.
final stat was 55 passing yards.
And fans around me kept turning saying, how the hell are y'all still in the game?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's cringe, actually.
Ran the fuck out that ball, though. Big shout out to Bijan Robinson, too.
Shout out.
Yeah, but we got to have balance. So if we want to win, we can't. I mean, that's crazy.
You have to find, more than just balance this week in this fucking bye week. You got to get out there and just say, look, y'all, our backs are against the wall.
Can we just dominate, win
Right.
one time? Just one game.
Right. Everybody got to bring it.
Jeez.
Special teams, offense, and defense. Everybody.
That's what I was saying before the game. This game against the Cardinals, I'm like, all the wins we've had, none of them have been comfortable wins.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the last 3 seasons with Arthur Smith, they've all, what is it? How many games that we were under one score that we lost? So I was hoping this season we would be on the other side of that, right? Like we won those under one score games, but I don't know. I just was hoping finally against a 1-9 Cardinals team, or 1-8 they were. I was hoping this would finally be the comfortable win. I'm not asking for a blowout, but just a comfortable, like at least 2-3 score win. Like, dang, tough. We haven't done that yet.
Ernest Williams going to be in the bands. Lit. I have a friend from New Orleans coming up. We're going to send him back home sad. Gosh.
I love it.
But have y'all noticed that and that's what a lot of people talk about, like the offenses of all these NFL teams lately have not been really putting up a lot of points. It's not just the Falcons. I mean,
the sad part is you started the game off pretty hot. You came out of the gate, it was 14-3. I really thought that was when we were fixing to take off, and then just went downhill.
Right.
That is tough. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Carrie's here in the chat with us. Carrie's here on the podcast with us talking Falcons football. I'm
usually in the chat.
Took a shot earlier before the show started. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
What are you drinking, Jack? Moonshine?
Tito's, man. Tito's.
Tito's is so good.
That's what we drink,
my dad
man.
was at Longhorn, and he had like the Tito's lemonade, and he sucked like 2 down like it was water, and then next thing I know, he was slurring his words. I had to drive back home.
Big shout out to Pops too as well. I know he's a diehard Falcon fan. How's he taking this?
Oh well, yeah. I'm not gonna say what he said. I'm gonna keep that.
King James in the chat. Hal Pooh, if you're here, check in.
Oh God.
Hal Pooh,
I haven't seen that name in a while though.
I wonder if Hal Pooh, if you are here, check in though, because we haven't seen you in a while. But
I haven't seen his name in a while.
King James comes in here and starts the statement off with Matt Ryan. Had to deal with so many different coaches and offensive coordinators and still was productive. And we never had a defense the whole time Matt Ryan was here. Now that we got a defense, we have no offense. We used to be an offense first, defense later.
Yeah.
Oh, I said that a few weeks ago on Twitter. When can we ever have both?
Falcon fans, we still have some time left in the season, and we still have a couple minutes left here on the podcast. We want to try to get as much as we can out of Carrie because everybody sees her on social media chatting it up with Falcon fans. Now we have her here on the podcast. Carrie, we have to know Ritter time in Atlanta.
Yes.
I mean,
it's Ritter time.
It's we're back to it. It was Ritter time, then it was Taylor time. Now it's back to Ritter time. I don't even think with Taylor Heinicke, if he does
Taylor time, is this home improvement?
Shit.
Oh my God.
That is tough.
Wasn't that the name of that show on Home Improvement? Like Taylor time?
Tim the Two-Man Taylor.
Yeah.
That's old school. I used to watch that as a kid. That's awesome.
Carrie, I
no,
know.
I was gonna say. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Key. No, y'all got it.
I was just gonna say that I think that Ritter is gonna be starting, and he should. I'd be shocked if Arthur Smith really came out and said, "Oh no, Heineke's starting." Like that would be crazy to me. I would be very shocked, but I think Ritter for sure should start, and I think he will start. But it is tough that his week back that he's starting. It's against the Saints. Luckily, at least it's at home. But I mean, they got tough defense, and it's our rival, so that's pretty tough. But then I was thinking about just now, wasn't his first ever start was against the Saints? So he's built for it. I think he's built for it. So
Yep.
Until that fumble in the fourth with Drake, he could have had that
He's
fourth
about
quarter
to have
He
comeback.
could have won that game, right?
Chase, you was sitting
But
right
y'all
there next to me.
notice-
You know, we was ready for that moment.
Y'all know
man,
after
we had him twice.
after all of Drake's fumbles, though, he stopped wearing that damn sleeve, and
Jason,
he hasn't
Drake-
he hasn't fumbled at all.
Drake is he's a beast, man.
He is. He really is.
Like it's glad to I'm glad to be a Falcon fan with Drake on your team. Kyle Pitts, like that's why I think the Falcons. It's tough for the Kyle Pitts situation. You had Matt Ryan at the end of his career. Then you had Mariota on that 1 year stint. Then you had Ritter come in at the end of the season for him. And then you had Ritter switch to Heineke and then back to Ritter. That is so tough for some of these offensive players,
But
man.
then to me, it seemed like him and Ritter kind of found a groove. Pitts and Ritter. It seemed like Pitts was starting to get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we'll see what's going on when the Falcons get out there against the Saints. Chase, is it Ritter time back in Atlanta now?
Most def. Kind of with Carrie. If Taylor's out in the field next Sunday, you got to kind of look at the situation, and that to me that tells you that Ritter's not the guy. Mm-hmm. If Taylor's on the field next Sunday, you're getting another quarterback next year. You're back in the same situation you were this year. Mm-hmm. I hope to see Ritter come out and just play lights out. He's been on the bench a couple of weeks, get his mind right, and hopefully learn the playbook a little better. I hope the best one, man. I support Ritter 100%. I support whoever is back there in the Falcon jersey. So I'm just hoping for some wins, man. We got to have it, and it starts with the division.
If you're looking at some of these games earlier this year, Falcon fans are probably saying, "Oh, Ritter against this team. Oh, their defense is not that good. Oh, their defense is not that good. No way we can lose to this team." The Saints defense is one of those things where, like Carrie said, it's a rivalry game, and the Saints defense is actually pretty decent this year. So you're looking at a team that's going to come into Atlanta, and they're going to say, "Look, we got to get Ritter on the ground." They don't give a fuck who's that quarterback. They're going to go in there and try to do their job, but we know just how that battle is going to be on the field. So Ritter, Taylor, whoever's the quarterback, could be Jack Spade. And if I'm out there, I ain't getting sacked. I
thought they said it's going to be Big Low.
Big Low Country Sports. That guy?
He said he'll be quarterback. I saw he said he'll be quarterback.
Week 16, maybe.
He's got a really good handoff. Really good handoff.
Yeah. Of the playbook to another quarterback. Let me tell you who Jack Spade is, Chase. And shout out to Ben and Diane too as well. They know the story now. Got a chance to chop it up with them in Arizona. They was like, "Tell me the story about the 80-yard on the run." I was like, "Just have a seat. Let's have a seat. Let's talk about it."
Oh Lord.
So Ben and Diane definitely know the story about the 80-yard on the run. Touchdown game too. It was a cold winter night. Rainy too, Chase. Couldn't even see.
Everybody take a shot.
Shit.
No, did they say? I'm like, wait, did they say fire Arthur Smith again?
It's probably so.
Gosh.
Probably so. Falcon fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Kiki.
Yes, sir.
Is it Ritter time again in Atlanta?
I hope so. Honestly, I hope so. Y'all know I'm a Ritter fan. I've been rocking with him since he came in last year. So, yeah, let's go Ritter. I think I'm sorry, but I think Heineke is faking. That's just between us, though. Because when did he get hurt? What happened? All I saw was him slide, and then he walked up like he went to the bathroom on himself.
Did we ever get an injury report on Taylor? Was there ever anything released?
My dad said he saw Ritter on the bench with a Heineke voodoo doll.
So I was right.
And that's what happened.
So I was right there with a good enough view because he ran toward our side where the Falcons sideline was. Right. So when he dove for the first down, you can see that it looked like his knee had hit the ground at first. Yeah. And then he tried to get up, and then he was walking. He was like, "Oh, damn, he went to go sit back down." But I can quickly see Ritter get up and start grabbing his helmet and getting ready to start taking snaps with the center.
Sounds planned.
No, that definitely Taylor was definitely hurt. I saw him limping after the game too as well.
About when Ritter came in to hopefully win the game for us. We was in a situation where it was 4th and 1 in field goal range that we could have kicked a field goal and made it an even closer game than what it was, but we decided to go for it at 4th and 1. So that's the situational football. I mean, with coach, you just got to be better.
You're looking at a 3rd and 10 play where Bijan bailed you out.
Yep.
And then don't forget about that 4th and 1 where I think Ritter slipped on he slipped or got tripped up.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I would have kicked the field goal then, yeah.
Should have.
Falcon fans. 4-6 Atlanta Falcons right now. They have a must-win game against the Saints next week, Sunday. You win the game, you are back in first place. Chase, this week against going on in the NFL, the Bucks, they play San Francisco.
I was just about to mention that. Everybody got to pay attention to that. Which I think the 49ers are going to dog walk them.
They're playing in Tampa or in San Fran?
I think in San
Fran. It don't matter.
The game is at 4.
It don't matter.
Shit.
Bosa and Chase Young.
Bosa and Chase Young made Trevor Lawrence look like a girl that my daughter thinks he is.
He damn sure did.
He looked like
Chase, it doesn't matter where they play.
It looked like he never played football before. So imagine what they're gonna do to him.
And the Pansies gonna have a running clock after halftime. They're gonna be getting long.
Whatever.
The Panthers play the Cowboys right now. If the Panthers lose, they're eliminated. Apparently, that's what I heard.
Well, I heard they eliminated themselves last
Slapping
week.
home already.
I think they're already eliminated, but that's another story.
Officially, when you see the NFL on Fox meme where they put the stamp on Bryce Young.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I think that's gonna be my profile picture.
That is tough.
Smoking on the Bryce pack. We might see Andy Dalton when we go to Carolina.
It's possible. I didn't think Justin Fields was going to come back and play for the rest of the season the way the Bears are looking, but he's starting this Sunday. So
T-Bags or Justin?
That is tough. So as we mentioned Justin Fields, and as we talk about quarterbacks,
don't do it, Jack.
I have to.
Don't bring it up.
I'm about to jump out the window. I'm about to jump.
Falcon fans in the chat, chime in now. We need y'all. This is the last topic.
Don't
of the
do
night.
it.
This is the last
topic. No, we can't end on this.
Chase just mentioned it. Chase just talked about it.
Chase, come on.
The Falcons right now are sitting at number 9 in the draft order. And Falcon fans are losing their shit right now. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Hold on. We're sitting at 9. You know how close that is to go get Michael Penix Jr.? You know how good that is to go get a Caleb Williams or a Drake May? Carrie, Kiki, Chase. We could even talk draft in the quarter. We could talk quarterbacks in the draft. We could talk free agent quarterback. Because some people said Justin Fields. I had fans behind me in Arizona saying Kyler Murray is playing to be a Falcon next year.
Fuck that.
So many names that we could throw out here,
who's gonna get his car seat?
This is tough.
No, oh my god.
Carrie, Kiki, Chase.
All I know.
Talk to us about the quarterback position for next year.
Sorry.
What are we doing?
I'm not thinking about the draft until
Kiki's thinking about next Sunday. Yeah.
I just have to fast forward time real quick. Fans want to know.
The eliminated on our face.
True.
Until then, I don't want to hear shit about the draft. And Justin Fields only got 6 wins in 3 seasons. Go to hell with Justin Fields.
I know she doesn't want.
In fact,
you have to put it out here though, Falcon fans.
Oh, I
and
forgot.
Chase,
He's from
I'm just
Georgia.
saying.
So let's bring the Georgia boy back home. The only Georgia boy I care about is the damn sausages.
I'm just saying, Kiki, Carrie. I love y'all, but I'm just putting it out there. Falcon fans are saying it's not going to be Taylor. It's not going to be Ritter. They don't give a damn how this season finishes.
And that may be true.
Well,
it may not be either one. It may not.
Yeah. I hope that it is Ritter. There's still a chance it could be Ritter. If he cleans up those turnovers, he still has we have 7 more games to find out. It's definitely not Heineke, but
I like
Ritter,
Heineken.
there's still a chance. I do like Heineken, but Ritter, I'm hoping it's him because if we hit on Ritter, a late round quarterback, that's awesome, versus having to move up in the draft to get your next franchise guy or
look at the Panthers.
I know. They suck.
So
I don't think Bryce is going to be that
cute,
bad.
though.
I just think
Bryce is cute.
I don't think I think he's not horrible. It's not his fault, honestly. I think it's what's around him.
It's the system and coach. What's his name? Frank Wright. What's his name?
The Crypt Keeper.
Not the Crypt Keeper. That is tough. over
Did y'all
there in
see the
Carolina.
picture of how he aged from like the
Yeah.
off season to now?
Well,
I'm like, oh
I
my
believe he
God.
just took over back play calling duties after he gave it to Thomas Brown.
He did.
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
And now he's taking back the duties too as well. This is pretty much showing me, like I said before in their chats, when Kiki
Why
used to
don't,
when
Jack,
I'm
why don't
roasting
you
them.
call plays for Arthur Smith? Go put in.
Well, technically, I would be the quarterback. He needs to get ready to call plays for me. Technically, I don't even need no fucking play. I can get them 40
I
80 on the
hope
run.
Ritter puts a voodoo doll on you next then.
I can just see me in the huddle right now, guys. Hey, check it out. Drake, what's up, man? Kyle, you good? All right, check this out. Kyle, run as fast as you can. Run as fast as you can down the field. Drake.
He gonna look at you like you crazy.
I need you to run as fast as you can down the field. Bijan, where you at? Bijan, yo, hey, I'm gonna fake the handoff. Just follow
Anything
me.
but a screen. Anything but a screen for BJ.
No. I'm telling Bijan, I'm gonna fake the handoff. Just follow me. O-line, block like hell. Give me about 6 seconds. That's all I need. About 6
No
seconds.
jet sweeps with tight ends, okay?
Huh? You
Not
say,
the jet sweet with
I'm
the tight
talking to you,
end.
McGarry.
Yeah.
Right.
McGarry, you better do your
seconds.
job. You better
Give
do your
me
job
one
next
second.
Sunday.
Sometimes number 70 be making
He do.
He's like, look at me in the huddle. Wait a minute. Matthews, Dorman. Wait, where the fuck is Storm Norton? Storm, where you at?
I want to see more of him. I would love to see more of him because sometimes, y'all know number 76 do too much sometimes. Well, he don't do enough, should I say.
Chase, Kiki,
Don't do
I
it.
know we don't want to get to the end of the season yet, but before we wrap up the show tonight, tell us about what is your thoughts on going forward at the quarterback position. I know we don't want to just go there at the bye week, but we have to at least give some thought to what could happen at the end of the season. Fans are saying Fields. I'm sure the media is going to be talking about it. They're gonna throw out Ryan Tannehill. Mac Jones is possibly going to be a free agent. Zach Wilson. The Falcons, if it's not going to be Ritter or Heineke, it's going to be a new quarterback. It is what it is.
I look at it like this. If Ritter doesn't come out and do what we need him to do as a QB1, it will be a new quarterback next year. We all know this. But for me as a fan, I don't want to draft a quarterback in the first round. I feel like we could go in other spots in the first round, and not only to not draft a quarterback in the first round, because I need a quarterback that's proven. I feel like this team is set up to win now. And as far as the offense side of the ball, it is the QB play. The call playing as well. It's not all on the quarterback, but it's just, I don't know. I need a quarterback that's proven. And in the draft, you never know if that quarterback is going to be what you take him to be. And you're going to have to sign him to a nice little contract.
That part.
And to me, this offseason, we've spoke about it, Jack, in the group chat. There's not a lot of quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that quarterback that sticks out to me that says, I'm taking your team to the playoff. And, you may get in a situation where there's a star quarterback that wants to be a trade or wants a new contract and the team don't give it to him. Maybe that could work out for us. But as a Falcon fan, I want to see Ritter succeed. I want to see him be the quarterback. We've talked about it before. His contract's a small contract. You don't have to have the big contract. I believe Ritter's got 2 more years on his contract? 2 or 3 more years.
Should be
So-
I believe 1 now.
So you got 1 more year with
Right around.
Ritter on a pretty cheap contract. So that there alone saves you money. Heading into the free agency and offseason, we have another fat check sitting in Terry's lap. So there's a lot we can do with that money. And I don't know. I would love to see Ritter make it and be QB1 here in Atlanta.
I will say the Falcons do have the money at the end of the season.
I hope him. I hope not him either, King Quest. I hope you trolling.
Well, you're not getting Sanders. I believe Sanders said he wants to go back to Colorado, so I don't think you're going to get Sanders this season. I don't know the Falcons wouldn't wait for another season to go get one player coming out of the draft. But if you're looking at the future, Chase, Kiki, and Carrie, I know you're not in our chat, but we have talked about it. Tannehill, Dobbs, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson. You're not getting Joe Burrow. You're not getting Justin Herbert from the Chargers. That would be my number 1 pick. If the Chargers say, hey, you know what?
No doubt.
The Chargers say, hey, guess what? He can hit the market.
Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt would be the next quarterback in Atlanta. That's what I
You
see.
need to stop.
If I'm
him.
Terry and Justin Herbert is available, I would probably make the call. But then
Yeah,
again,
that would be
one name to look at.
I ain't too much soul on Brad Pitt.
But Kirk Cousins,
No.
Mac Jones,
Who?
Josh
my
Dobbs,
gosh. Mike Jones or
Wilson.
Mac
Who?
Jones?
Jada
Ryan.
Pinkett?
Hold on. Ryan
Those are
Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill.
I
You
don't
gotta
want
give me
those-
something
I don't
Hold on.
want
for the
those-
work.
I would
with
say
you.
Kirk Cousins was actually playing good football this season.
Kirk Cousins
Honestly.
like
He
60 years
was.
old.
Honestly.
Yeah, but he's getting up there.
He is. But I want the playoffs. I want Super Bowl
I don't want
this year.
Doja.
I don't want a young quarterback.
Right, and I don't think that we should get Doja Cat just because he beat us.
Shit. Doja Cat.
Doja Cat.
You need to stop. This is just not fair.
Let's go ahead. Let's do this because we're getting ready to wrap it up here.
Wait,
So,
sorry to interrupt. Is it like the normal Doja Cat or the crazy new Doja Cat?
The new one, the one that sings
the one that's like okay.
Is that
just
what it
making
is?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
One time for the fan. So let's get away from those quarterbacks and let's go to the ones that could possibly be talked about at the end of the season for the Falcons. Justin Fields.
I know she doesn't like Justin Fields. I'm in the middle. He's young.
Yeah, I'm kind of like this.
He's been with a crappy team in Chicago. I know he doesn't have a lot of wins, but I mean, who did he even have before the season? Before DJ Moore got there, he had nobody.
Let's keep it real here, Carrie. If you're not going to draft a quarterback, you're not going to use that first round pick on a quarterback because right now they have us taking Edge at number 9, the kid from UCLA. So you're not going to draft a quarterback. You're not even going to use a second round pick on a quarterback because you.
I'm sorry, don't say UCLA because I think about Tech and that gives me nightmare.
Oh my God, not Tech.
Oh,
that's tough. Key. Why'd you even go there? I wasn't thinking about Tech until you just said that.
That school alone just makes me think about him and then I cringe.
That is tough. Yeah. Taking a defensive lineman from UCLA after I don't want to talk about it. So for Falcon fans, let's get away from those garbage ass quarterbacks that we just talked about. The Mac Jones, the Zach Wilson, the Josh Dobbs. We're not getting them. We don't want them. But if you're going up a next level and you're going to a guy who's been in a system here in the NFL, Justin Fields, Falcon fans know that if the Bears do end up, because right now they have the Bears taking a quarterback.
They have the first and the third pick.
Yep, and they have the Bears right now taking Caleb Williams. So if the Bears take Caleb Williams, what do you think Justin Fields is going to go? He's out. And of course, what do you think this fan base is going to say? What do you think this fan base is going to say? Even with a Justin Fields who hasn't even taken the Bears anywhere. What do you think they're going to say the moment he's a free agent?
Well, I hope he don't hit nobody in the back of the head if he comes to Atlanta with the ball.
That is tough, Key.
The Bears fans are already calling for him to be out because the backup, I forgot his name, he's gotten them 2 wins. Yeah, he's gotten them 2 wins, so they don't even want to see Fields on Sunday, but they want the other guy, the backup, but they're throwing Fields
putting it
out there.
You're going to put some butts in some seats because you're bringing the kid home. I'm not calling for Fields at the quarterback here in Atlanta. I'm just putting it out here at the bye week with Carrie on the podcast because Carrie's here, our special guest. I can say this. So now we can go back and remember the podcast because we have so many episodes. It's going to be crazy. But to remember this one right here tonight, it could be possible that Justin Fields is the quarterback next year.
If that's the guy, I'll support him. But I'm hoping Ritter works out. But if we're talking about possibilities, I'd much rather take a chance on Justin Fields than if Arthur Smith is still our coach. Don't you have a strong positive feeling that the most likely choice he's going to go with is Ryan Tannehill, and that makes
that is what scares me.
That's who he's gonna. That's who he's gonna
Carrie,
go with.
But I'm trying to stay away from that lane. And I said, let's go up a next level and try to go. But Carrie,
will jump out.
To me, he always goes about he always talks about relationships and if he's big about that, and also picking guys that he has priors with, from the Titans. So I could definitely see it because he knows him and he knows the scheme, whatever. So I feel like you would definitely want him. Plus, like Chase said, we don't want a rookie quarterback. We want to win, and taking a rookie quarterback is like a chance. You don't know if they're even going to be good in the NFL. So if Arthur Smith is still our head coach next season, how are we going to? I just feel like many people have said, he doesn't have time to get a rookie and develop a rookie quarterback again. We're going to have to go with the vet to try to win. So I feel like, if he's our coach, it's going to be Tannehill, and I just don't want it. So I'm definitely taking Justin Fields over Ryan Tannehill. I'll say that on the record.
He did it with Mariota.
He did it with Mariota, and I'm glad Carrie mentioned Ryan Tannehill because there are some people saying this quarterback position next year is going to be kind of iffy. How do you go into the season?
God, I hope Ritter works out because I don't feel like
we all want Ritter to work out. But If it doesn't happen, I'm just putting it out there.
But I'm saying Justin Fields isn't proven either, though.
If you put him in this offense in Atlanta, though, with Bijan and Drake London, I mean, there's a little bit more weapons here in Atlanta than they had in Chicago.
In the back of his head with the ball.
That is so tough. That is so tough. And your camera's going to be on Sunday, on Friday or Sunday.
It is going to be on Sunday because, yeah.
We have a special guest that's going to be joining us, and I'll drop that information shortly. This has been great talking with Carrie, too, as well. Chase, Kiki, one time for the fan. We love talking Falcons football with everybody. And people's here in the chat going crazy. Sullivan, D.A. Hunter, Emmanuel, Lisa Shepard, King Quest, Cree, Foxy Noxy, Ernest Williams. There's so many people to name. I'm sorry if I missed you all. The Dixon Way came in here with his raid, too, as well. Ravage ATL's in the chat. Thomas Scott from the Rise Up Tour is also in the chat. I'm sure it's maybe you never know if Coach Smith is watching. If you're watching, I still got them plays for you, big dog.
If you're watching, I still like you, Thickless Cage.
Oh,
that is tough. Carrie,
like I said, I still love you. You're like a family member. They make you mad, but at the end of the day, you still love them. But I'm mad at you right now. I'm mad at Coach Smith right now. At this point, I'm mad at him.
Just want to put him in a headlock like Draymond. That's all.
And you're a Warriors fan too, as well, Kiki.
I'm proud of Draymond. I love him.
You proud of this man choking somebody out in the middle of the game?
Because he was protecting Clay. You don't hit Clay. Clay don't bother nobody. Clay be high most of the time.
That is tough. One time for the fan. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Apple Podcast, Spotify. Soon to be on Amazon Music coming up shortly. Amazon Podcast. I guess that's what it is. So we're moving in the right direction. Home and away games, you know where we are. Facebook groups, YouTube, Twitter. I mean, we love talking Falcons football. Carrie, this has been great.
Yes.
Once again, like the last time you was here on One Time for the Fan, bringing the facts to the Falcon fans, always telling us the truth about what is going on in your head with the Atlanta Falcon fans. You didn't come in here and lie not once. You came in here and you told the truth about what is happening with the Atlanta Falcons, and we love that here on One Time for the Fan. Carrie, you said you're going to be at the Falcons Saints game next week.
God willing, I'll be there with Kiki.
So we got to get a One Time for the Fan picture hopefully. Somewhere. We got to get this. We got to get a picture, man.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be my little boy's first game too, so we lit.
You bring a little man?
Yeah, I'm bringing a little man.
What? With the little headphones?
Oh yeah.
What?
Keep him away from the Saints fans.
I know. Don't let them taint the baby.
Remember with the ATL Will situation now.
Oh yeah.
True.
Yeah. Be some fighting.
I know Chase don't take no shit. Carrie, where can we find you on social media for all the Falcon fans that want to just know more about you, or whenever you're talking about Manchester City, because you are a diehard supporter of the club too as well, and about the Atlanta Falcons? Where could Falcon fans just find you more on, I guess, Facebook or Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok or what else they got out there, Chase? Chase, what else they got out there?
Black Planet.
Oh man,
not Black Planet.
MySpace.
That's tough.
Tagged.
Not tagged. Not Bumble.
No.
What you got, Carrie?
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle.
She said Christian Mingle went to go sip her down.
Oh my god.
Margarita.
I drank too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to
too much. This is just not fair. Okay. So, oh my gosh. I'm pretty much on all social media, but the main one I would say to follow me on is Twitter, because that's the one I'm most active on, especially for sports. The other ones I mostly just have like close friends and family on, but definitely follow me on Twitter. I talk literally 98% Falcons football and Manchester City football as well. So my Twitter is my name, Carrie. Oh, it's right there underneath. Carrielynnxox. So that's me on Twitter. That's 98% is all football tweets. So yeah.
Falcon fans in the chat, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Head on over to Twitter to go follow Carrie too as well. We will post the Twitter information on the YouTube description. Of course, we'll post it on Facebook too as well for all who want to go over there and follow Carrie. Carrie, you're at like what, 50,000 subscribers right now? How do we get to where you're at?
No, I don't.
Got a lot of people over there on Twitter.
YouTube. No, I'm kidding.
Got a lot of people over there on Twitter. A lot of followers over there on Twitter.
I'm trying to help you grow your channel too. Then.
Yeah, Carrie is a real diehard Falcon fan. So for those that's heading over to her page, don't expect anybody bashing the team or bashing the players. She's not going to be rude at all. And have you cussed somebody out on X yet or Twitter? Have you gotten into
No.
like a debate with
To be-
Falcon fans? Because they're tight right now. They don't want to hear no positivity.
Yeah, that's another story, but who
Shit.
knows about that. But no, normally, honestly, for the most part, I get along with everybody and I try to be positive vibes, good vibes. But on Twitter, sometimes I vent like the day of the game because if I'm not at the game, if I'm at the game, then I'm just enjoying it in the moment. I'm not live tweeting or anything. I might post a picture, but if I'm home watching it or at the sports bar, then I'll be live tweeting it. And sometimes, I'll say something. I don't ever cuss really at all. I don't even cuss in real life, to be honest.
Shout out to
But
you.
yeah, I don't, honestly.
I need to be more like you.
I really don't. Like, maybe if I had like 10 margaritas, I don't know.
Shit. Kiki said I need to be more like you. She's typing her rant right now.
See, and I have to be more like her. We need to feed off each other because I need to stand up for myself more. So,
yeah, I gotta chill though, because I got a warning from Facebook yesterday, and then Twitter put me on like a little 24-hour thing. So
watching.
It's crazy how you guys have to feed off each other, but then again, you guys have to go to the Saints Falcon game next week, and it's going to be a bunch of shit talking going on left and right, trash left. I'm talking about people going to be talking trash.
Oh, and I still have that image in my head from last season when I came to the season opener, and like they were burning our flags when they won.
What?
Yeah, remember those flags that
Jumping
they
on fans?
out? Like, yeah, they had some. They were lighting them with their lighters.
Wow. No.
Yeah.
Damn smart.
We had that game in the bag, and well, y'all know.
Carrie, this has been once again great to enjoy this time talking Falcons football with you. I'm glad you got the chance to come over here and chat it up with the fan base. Everybody here in the chat, head on over to Twitter, follow Carrie. We will definitely get her back on the podcast probably around the end of the season because that should be playoff time.
Oh, we're in the playoffs.
We're going to get a different Carrie that time because right now this is 4-6 Carrie right here. So,
I know. I don't want to be negative. I try to be positive, and I'm still trying to be positive about our season. It just sucks right now, 3 losses, 3 L's in a row is tough.
And for the most Falcon fans, like, if you're a Georgia fan, you put on your Georgia gear after the game.
Oh, God.
Or you put on your Manchester City gear after the game.
I do.
So, gives you that good feeling like, winning.
I know.
Of course. We've been doing that. But Falcon fans, we'll get it together, and then we'll all be at the Super Bowl. Carrie.
Just had to bring up them damn mutts. Anyway.
Oh, no.
We can go there, Key. We can go there. Is Clemson doing anything? Y'all
beat
Tech. Y'all beat Tech.
Oh,
beat Tech on ABC. Good job.
Meow.
No, it's at least, Jack, we're not Manchester United fans, that is tough. And
right
Falcons fans. I have some followers on Twitter they're like, well, at least you have City to be like happy, like, they're on a winning record, winning trophies and stuff. I'm like looking at their page and they're Manchester United fans. I'm like, oh, that's tough. Falcon fan and United fan. Oh,
that is man, Manchester United. That is that's a whole nother podcast we should do. People ask me, should I do it like a soccer podcast? I'm like, nah, I don't have another 2 hours in my system to go ahead and do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Carrie, this has been great talking Falcons football with you. We will definitely get you back on the podcast by the end of the season. And rise up to you, Miss Carrie.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. So good to talk to you, and hopefully see you guys next Sunday.
Definitely. I'll let you know where we're going to be at in the bands. Hopefully we can tailgate before the game. I usually show up drunk. Chase, I don't know how you're going to show up there, but
no drinking for me.
I can't even get to the tailgate sometimes, man. You're sipping at home, sipping on the train by the time you get there.
Yeah, no drinking this next Sunday.
No babysitter, Chase?
What you be drinking, Jack? Stella Rosa?
Stella Rosa.
Shit.
Tito's. Tito's.
Oh my
That's
God.
what we're drinking.
No, I had to get him back because one time he tried to say I was drinking ginger ale.
Wait till you see that comment wait till you hear that comment from earlier, Key. You're gonna love that one.
Oh, I think I heard you. I just got to make sure I heard it correctly. Yeah.
Carrie, we'll get you on the podcast soon. Oh, go ahead.
I forgot to ask you guys, where's Bodie at? He's drinking Four Locos or he's drunk off
God.
the Four Locos?
Yeah, he mixed his with Taylor Port.
That's
Chase, you
tough.
good? What happened to Chase? Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, I just got the notification. He forgot he didn't pay his bill. All right.
He putting Bryce Young in his crib.
Carrie, we will definitely get you back on another episode of One Time. That was tough. That was tough, Key. I heard that one. We'll get you back on another episode of One Time for the Fan by the end of the season. We definitely will get you, Carrie.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good night, and hopefully see you guys Sunday when we win.
Definitely. Rise up.
Rise up.
Bye.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. You know what it is when we talking Falcons football. I think we told Carrie it would be like, 10, 15 minutes, and then Carrie's been here for like a whole hour. So that's how we do it when we have special guests. Falcon fans love chatting it up. But not only us, but of course a special guest, because you might be able to talk to the fan on Twitter or Facebook or wherever you might be talking to the fan at. But when the fan is live here on the channel, I mean, you can't beat that. You can bring your questions, comments. We're going to read them right here on the screen. Chase, we're having a good time. Kiki, I know Kiki.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I know she's having a good time. I'll kind of count the seconds on that response to see how if it was delayed. I know you over there drinking that damn Jack. That Crown Royal.
That's exactly what it is too. The Jack Daniel's honey with Chick-fil-A lemonade.
Sheesh.
Bartender. Darrell Whipple's in the chat. He said, "Damn, Jack Stella."
It is Stella. He liked the watermelon one.
Not the Stella Rose. D.A. Hunter says, "Salute, Carrie." Manuel McFarland's in the chat. For those that's in here, it's going down in a major way on Friday. Look, we have a special podcast on Friday. Lunchtime with our guy Myles Garrett from Fox 5 Atlanta. Myles Garrett has been a diehard supporter here of One Time for the Fan. I think we've had him on the podcast about 5-6 times already, Chase?
Oh yeah, we had trouble.
Myles is the real one. We call Myles the GOAT. So for those Falcon fans here that have a question about the Atlanta Falcons, once again, Myles Garrett works for Fox 5 Atlanta. He's one of the producers. I think he's one of the executive producers too as well.
He's got his own show now on Fox 5. So
he does too as well. So big shout out to Myles Garrett for that. He's Emmy nominated. Myles Garrett, not the dude swinging helmets, the one holding the microphone. So for Falcon fans that want to know about the Atlanta Falcons, about Coach Smith, about the future of Coach Smith, about the reps that Bijan Robinson, why he has been, first couple weeks in the season, everybody's living it. Last couple weeks in the season, what the fuck's going on? Fans have questions. You might even have a question about the stadium. You might have a question about the cheerleaders. I don't know. Myles Garrett, the GOAT, will do the best he can to answer it. But we want to talk Falcons football Friday at 1 p.m. Myles Garrett, the GOAT from Fox 5 Atlanta will be in here on our Lunchtime with Myles special. So big shout out to Carrie tonight for joining us talking Falcons football. Myles Garrett Friday, 1 p.m. Lunchtime with Myles. That's going to be great. A lot of Falcon fans have already sent over their questions because they're excited to get Myles back on the podcast. We did it during the bye week, during a great time where, the Falcons need to regroup. And we're going to ask Myles what is going on. Because when we last talked to Myles, everybody was excited about having a winning record around this time.
It was like, 2-0?
Yep.
Yeah.
When he last was on, was it 2-0?
Yeah, I think it was or after the Panther game we had him on.
Yep.
But all the fans are excited because they had that expectation that the team was going to be great. The team was going to be this. The team was going to be that. Now we're sitting at 4-6. Fans going to be in this chat Friday like, what is going on, Myles? And because he covers the Falcons, he reports on the Falcons. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I was playing this so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, watching the Green Bay game. It was 2-0.
Had to get Myles Garrett on Friday, and I'm glad he's getting the opportunity to come chat it up with us before he has a lot to do over the weekend. And then on Sunday, 8 p.m., Falcon fans, you know how we love talking with all the special guests. We love bringing them here on the podcast. We have a first-timer joining the podcast on Sunday. Chase, this is big. Kiki, this is big.
Nice.
We have the Atlanta Falcons Fan of the Year.
Nice.
joining us on Sunday.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
We have April Showers
Nice.
joining us
Shout out to April.
on Sunday. Once
Congrats
again,
to
the
her.
Atlanta Falcons 2023 Fan of the Year will be joining us on the podcast Sunday to talk about how she grew here and y'all flew here.
Hey.
For those that do not know, I think April Showers is the one who first said that. It was on radio a long time ago, and a lot of Falcon fans and a lot of people in Atlanta started picking up on it. And that was the lines that they were using for out-of-towners. We grew here, y'all flew here.
Yeah,
So for
congrats to
Falcon
her.
fans, big congrats to April Showers. She was just awarded the ATL Fan of the Year from the Falcons last week at the home game. She also won like tickets to the Super Bowl. Now she's running for NFL Fan of the Year. But how cool is it that not only April Showers is going to join us, but I was just with April in Arizona. I was just with April in Tennessee. I was just with April in Tampa. Home games. This is a diehard fan, bro. Chase, I'm telling y'all, chat, I'm telling y'all, Kiki, this is a diehard Atlanta Falcon fan.
And I know she not. And I know she's not boycotting.
Oh, she ain't boycotting. She ain't boycotting. She actually was telling me the other day, what's up with New Orleans? What's up with New York?
Love it.
You gonna be at the home game next week? Die-hard Atlanta Falcon fan, April Showers, Atlanta Falcons 2023 Fan of the Year, will be joining us on the podcast Sunday at 8. And guess what? We got some more special guests coming up, and I can confirm. Kiki, can I confirm?
Oh, tomorrow. It should be tomorrow.
Well, I'll confirm a bit of it. Throw a hint out.
Okay.
So Falcon fans have always been asking us, man, we do so much for the Atlanta Falcons fan base and the community and everything. Like, when y'all going to get somebody from the actual Falcons to come talk with us? So we do have a former player of the Atlanta Falcons, a highly respected former player of the Atlanta Falcons, that's going to be joining us on the podcast real soon. Matter of fact, I think we got like 3 or 4 players that's going to be joining us on the podcast soon.
Because I was talking to another one yesterday.
I was talking to one the other day.
And this one
big
almost
shout out
like
to
a go-to.
I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm gonna call him Joker. This Joker, he's probably watching right now. This Joker, if you're watching, we're gonna have a good time next week at the game. For those that check my story, that check my Instagram, they check different things, I might post who that player is, because I'll be with the player too as well, because we had a good time last week at the game for the Vikings. And he actually called it out. He turned to me and said, they're gonna score, man. They done drove all the way down this field for this bullshit. They finna score. Here comes some bullshit. And he was pissed when they did score. I was like, nah, you wrong. I said, you wrong. He's like, man, they better prove me wrong. But when they scored, he looked at me and he was like, I'll see you next week. So yes, it
was a former player?
Former player, but he's a diehard Atlanta Falcon. Diehard. But he's just telling us right there on the field what he's seeing. He's telling us what he's seeing. He said, you can't do this type of coverage. I was asking him, I was like, what would you do in this position? He turned to me and was like, I'm going to go right there to the such and such. The same damn play they went to score the touchdown is the same play he told me. He said Addison, though.
I think I know who you're talking about. I think. I don't know. I'm drunk, so I don't know.
Diehard Atlanta Falcon. But he will be joining us too as well. We also have some other former players. Chase, before we get up out of here, let us know about Dirty Fanatics United. Let us know what you got going on over there on your side, my brother. You're going to be at the Falcons Saints game next week. So for fans that want to meet Chase, for fans that want to get Chase to come do some estimates on the side of the house, because he does have the panels and the ladders in his work truck, this is an opportunity to come meet Chase. Kiki said she will also be there too as well. I'll be there too as well. So y'all want to come out and meet one time for the fan?
I'll be in there with draws on my head to throw at Jessie Bates.
That is
See
tough.
a girl with draws on her head? That is me.
That is tough. What you got, Chase?
Yeah, man. Dirty Fanatics United, man. We on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook groups. Catch us on Twitter at Dirty Fanatics United. Facebook groups, Dirty Fanatics United. YouTube as well, at Chase_ATL Ho. We do giveaways, merch giveaways. Actually, Kiki was one of our winners for the signed hat giveaway. Her man Jessie Bates on the hat. So we do things like that for fans. Right now we got a raffle going on. If you purchase some Dirty Fanatics United merch, you're entered in a raffle to win either a game ticket or a jersey of your choice. So be sure to check us out. And everybody that has checked us out, man, I've gained subscribers tonight. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in, man, and hit the subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to God opening a new door for me, starting a new job tomorrow. So definitely excited
That's
for
what's
that.
up, Chase. Congratulations.
And, appreciate it. And shout out to everybody that reached out in the past 3-4 weeks about my grandma passing. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all don't understand how much it means just as a fan and as, you know, a co-host for One Time for the Fan to have people I've never met hit my inbox and give me your condolences. We greatly appreciate it. Much love.
Big shout out to Chase. Everything you got going on too as well. I didn't know you was gonna make the job announcement until I bought you the mop because you know this is a big floor.
Oh my God.
Big shout out to everybody here in the chat, and of course, you know we will be in the building next week, so it's going down in a major way. But Chase, you are doing great things for the family, and of course with Dirty Fanatics United too as well. I want to give a shout out to Deke Ruffin. Who showed up in Arizona with the Dirty Fanatics United shirt at the hotel.
Up, man. Shout out, Deke.
So that's probably Deke getting on the plane from California to Arizona, playing Uber, walking around the airports with the Dirty Fanatics United.
Nice.
Same way I felt about seeing Rise Up Tour fans walking around with the shirts at the airport. I just posted it the other day. I walked into the Delta Sky Club. Fan taps me on my back. I turn around, Rise Up Tour shirt in fucking Delta Sky Club in the fucking airport.
Nice.
Like that's super big. Big shout out to Fred Blackburn. Everybody who's
shout
supporting.
Shout out to LaMarcus Boyd too, man. That's my 2 purchases on merch. There's only 10 spots for the raffle. So shout out to Deke and LaMarcus Boyd, man. 2 true ones right there.
Big shout out to any Falcon fan who's supporting whatever we have going on here. Because as you can see, we are just diehard Atlanta Falcon fans. At the end of the day, most of y'all have seen we go to the games, home and away, training camp, practice. It doesn't matter. Any type of information that comes from the Falcons, you know, we'll talk about it on the podcast. Posted on our pages too as well. We could be doing this for any other team, but we love to do it for the Atlanta Falcons. Kiki, any shout outs? What you got going on? Cause I know we have a big podcast Friday and another one on Sunday. We're back next week, Wednesday too again. Then another podcast after that Saints game. But what you got going on, Key? Any shout outs?
Nothing much going on. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all think y'all saw it. I just got promoted from at my job.
Yeah, so shout out Kiki, man.
No longer the assistant manager. I'm now the branch manager. So if you need any loans or you're in a low country area, I am your girl. Just hit me up in my inbox. But other than that, I am, like I said, repping the Falcons. If you want to follow me, I am back to Desbians United on Twitter because I change my name every other week. And I will see y'all at the game, and hopefully we get this thing back on track, and hopefully we take this division.
Let's do it. Falcon fans, 1:00 Friday, 1:00 Friday, lunchtime with Myles Garrett. Set your notifications, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. If you have any questions for Myles Garrett before the chat gets crazy, if you want to send them over to me early, you can. onetimeforthefan@gmail.com. You can also hit me on my inbox. You can hit Kira. You can hit Chase. We will get the questions over to Myles Garrett. We have right now I told Myles, I said, bro, this whole fucking podcast is going to be about you answering questions from the Falcons. Like,
no, we already know what them questions going to be too.
A lot of questions I had to go ahead, you know, I can't say the same thing twice, but people trying to rephrase it. Like one dude asked the same question 3 times, like, how are we going to fire Arthur Smith? When are we going to fire Arthur Smith? And what days? Like, I can't ask that question, bro. Because I just got that question like 15 other times. But you should see, it was hilarious. Falcon fans, we love y'all. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all in the Benz next week. For those going to New York, we'll see y'all there too as well. My shout out to the Rise Up Tour.
Put on 2 pairs of draws.
That's tough.
Going to New York.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that cold, but it's gonna be probably low 50s,
anything
40s.
below 70 is cold to me.
It's gonna be a little bit nippy. Rise Up Tour, shout out to you all. LaMarcus Boyd, Stevie Carrega, everything you guys did in Arizona. Big shout out to Carousels, the general manager, Bodega, Westgate Entertainment District. I told y'all I'll give y'all a big shout out on the podcast. The bartenders, everybody, the bar girls, whoever helped us out. Like we had a great time. And everybody participated in the events that we had. Falcon fans showed up. You know what we do when we go on the road. Now it's time to do the same thing. We go back at the Benz next week. So we'll see y'all Friday, 1 p.m. with Myles Garrett from Fox 5 Atlanta. Bring your questions, bring your comments to the chat. We are out of here. Bodie, you want to say something? He doesn't want to say nothing. He's busy. One time for the fan, y'all.
Love, man.
We'll see y'all
Catch y'all
on
later.
Friday, 1 p.m.
Peace out.
Rise up.